Hey, we're here with Ginger and the Desert Creations. It just got cold, and I have a cold, so I am all snuggled up in my warm wear. But what we are going to do today is we are going to continue playing with the Penetrol paint additive and see what happens when we do a straight pour. So let's go paint! I am looking to do a sort of straight puddle pour thingy. Straight pour. I might do a little bit of the jiggle feathery thing. And maybe a little bit of the twisty, but not really a ring pour or anything like that. But I am testing out the Penetrol, and I am going to compare it against the Minwax Wood Conditioner. But if you want to see it compared against Minwax Wood Conditioner in a straight pour, all you gotta do is look at just about any pink-edged thumbnail painting that I have made in the last year or so, and you will see what that looks like. Now, let me introduce you to the colors. We have Amsterdam Titanium White. Love that stuff. Decoart Peacock Pearl. Liquitex Basics Ultramarine Violet. Creative Inspirations Quinacridone Rose. Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Magenta. And the one that scares me ever so slightly, the Arteza Red Orange. And we are going to we have a tiny bit of this one because we're just going to have a little sip of it. And insulate it either between white or within the quinacridones. Watch me shake while I point. In between the quinacridones, because it goes very easily with those, and orange does not go all that well with blue, although it makes it pop up. We've got an Arteza, we've got two Liquitex Basics, a Creative Inspirations, a Decoart Metallic, and an Amsterdam. I think that is a good representation of the paints that I would normally use when it comes to testing a paint additive. I tend to love the Peacock Pearl, so I'm going to make it the center. And I'm going to put some white on top. Jump in with the Ultramarine Blue Violet. And I'm going to pop that Quinacridone Rose on there. And then we are going to just do a little sip of that orange, that red orange. Bright little sucker that is. And the magenta. Let's go more purple. Violet. Decoart. Touch it out white. Back into the rose. Just a sip of that orange. Magenta on top of that. And the Ultramarine Violet. Just to top it all off. You get a feeling that this is going to look like the 80s. Might want to, I don't know, do a little pop of white on top. Why not? Pour this sucker and come up here. And here we go. Do a little jiggle. Move it a little bit down towards the center. Come back up a little. A little swirly in the center. Pop the bubbles. Let's take it this way. Since we're close to that anyway. Over the edge. Give it a little pinch to cover that edge. This wasn't really gessoed in gray. I mean, it is gessoed in gray, but it wasn't intended to be. I decided to gesso it in white. And then I started to gesso it in black, and I went, "What did I just tell you?" And so I got a quarter of the way through doing it in black, and I switched over to gessoing it in white, and we ended up with an oops gray color. Which is fine. Over that corner. Now we just need to finish up coming back over this one. I think I am rapidly falling in love with all these lines on here. So I'm going to utilize some of this Quinacridone Magenta. I'm going to put it down as a flow extender, partially because we're a little low on paint on the surface, and partially because I want to keep some of those lines, maybe. Encourage them to stay a while, maybe. So, headed this way. And there you can see we've got a bit of that gliding, not too much rolling over, because that is now surfing over the magenta. The magenta is doing its job. And reach, 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 reach. Stretch. Bottom. Alright, gonna come back this way, see how much of those lines I can stretch out and preserve. Keep your eye on that top corner, because that is what we're playing with right now. Alright, we do have those lines spread out. I'm going to have to come this away to get rid of that little streaky. It's going down the side there, because that is the easiest way to encourage that to leave. Say bye-bye. There it goes. I do think that the Penetrol does help it to preserve lines a lot better. It keeps lines sharper. This probably could have used a little more of the white than I used, I might think. What do you think? It definitely has a different feel to it with the Penetrol in the pour. Does feel like it gets more of these rigid defined lines. We'll have to see how it dries, because that's the important part. Don't know what to call it yet. I'll have to sit and let it stare at me for a while. Here we go. Once again, I'm moving you around like a DVD logo. It's striking, whatever it is. Stay tuned for the result. New rule. Every time I make something that I think I don't like very much, I gotta live with it for a month and see if I still dislike it. 'Cause I got a problem. Anything that I make that doesn't have black in it, I'm usually not that fond of it when it gets made. But then you sit with it for a while and you go, that's pretty. And that is what I did this time as well. Still am not incredibly impressed with this, but I do like it a lot more than I did when it originally was made. The colors get all kinds of fancy, especially up in that left-hand corner up there. It's got all kinds of lininess. It's got the weird stormy effect going on here. It's got a lot going on. It's got a lot going for it. So yeah, that, I don't know what we should call it. What should we call it? Brain freeze or brainstorm? I think I'm leaning towards brain freeze because it is a very cold blue. But I would go with brainstorm too because it looks like there's some lightning going on up here. Like you want lightning to strike your brain, but oh my goodness, it's still there. So let me know what you think. Brain freeze or brainstorm. Thanks for watching. See you next Sunday. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm out of order. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.